Good evening. It is July 8th. Forgot what day it is. July 8th. Tonight we are going to be reading from First Chronicles 5:18 through 6:81, Acts 26 1 through 32, Psalms 6 1 through 10, and Proverbs 18:20 through 21. I want to apologize first for going through Corinthians. It has been a lot reading all these names that it's almost virtually impossible to pronounce. So the first 10, 12 minutes, that's kind of what we're dealing with. So just bear with me, if you will. Greatly appreciate it. Every night we like to do the Lord's Prayer before we get started. So if you will join in with me, I greatly appreciate it. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory, forever and ever. Amen. First Chronicles 5:18 through 6:81. The families of Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh had 44,760 men. Hopefully, we're not saying all of those names. Trained for war, physically fit and skilled in handling shield, sword, and bow. They fought against the Hagarites, Jutir, Napshi, and Nodab. God helped them as they fought. God handed the Hagarites and all their allies over to them because they cried out to him during the battle. God answered their prayers because they trusted him. They plundered in the Hagarite herds and flocks 50,000 camels, 250,000 sheep, 2,000 donkeys, and they captured 100,000 people. Many were killed because the battle was God's. They lived in the country until the exile. The half tribe of Manasseh had a large population. They occupied the land from Bashan to Baal Hermon, that is, to Sinir, Mount Hermon. The heads of the family were Epher, Ishi, Ili, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodiva, and Jadiel. Brave warriors, famous, and the heads of their families, but they were not faithful to the God of their ancestors. They took up with ungodly gods of the people of the land whom God had gotten rid of before they arrived. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit in Pul, king of Assyria, Tilgath-Pilser, king of Assyria, to take the families of Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh into exile. He deported them to Halal, Habor, Hera, and the river of Gozan. They've been there ever since. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Mary. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Izhar, Haran, and Uzziel. The children of Amram and Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Adui, Eleazar, Ethan, Eleazar, and had Phinehas. Phinehas had Abusha. Abusha had Buki. Buki had Uzi. Uzi had Zahira. Zahira had Maherath. Maherath had Amira. Amira had Etub. Etub had Zedok. Zedok had Amiz. Amiz had Ariah. Ariah had Jonathan. Jonathan had Azirah, who served as priest in the temple of Solomon, but built in Jerusalem. Azirah had Amira. Amira had Etub. Etub had Zadok. Zadok had Shalom. Shalom had Hilkah. Hilkah had Azirah. Azirah had Sahira. Sahira had Zadok. Zadok went off in exile when God used Nebuchadnezzar to take Judah and Jerusalem into exile. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Mary. These are the names of the sons of Gershon, Libni, and Shemel. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Mary were Mali and Mushi. These are the Levitical clans according to the families. The sons of Gershon and Libnan were sons Jahath, his son Zema, his son Joah, his son Idal, his son Zerah, and his son Jeherthi, his son. And the sons of Joath were Abedad, his son Korah, his son Asir, his son Elican, his son Abidath, his son Asir, his son Tabitha, his son Ariel, his son Uzar, his son Shual, his son. The sons of Elkan were Amasi and Amoth, Elkan, his son Jehafi, his son Nahath, his son Elibab, Elib, his son Jeram, his son Elkan, his son. The sons of Samuel were Joel, his firstborn son, of Abijah, his son. The sons of Mary were Mali, Libni, his sons were Shimi, His sons were Uzzah his son, Shema his son, Agath his son, and Asaiah his son. These are the persons David appointed to the lead singing in the house of God after the chest was placed there. They worshiped the ministers and the music in the place of worship, which was the tent of the meeting, until Solomon built the temple of God in Jerusalem. As they carried out their work, they followed the instructions given to them. These are the persons, together with their sons, who served by preparing for the direct worship for the family of Kohathites. Was Herman the choir master, the son of Joel, the son of Samuel, the son of Elikim, the son of Jeroham, the son of Eliel, the son of Jeroham, the son of Eli, the son of Toa, the son of Zuph, the son of Elikim, the son of Mahath, the son of Amasi, the son of Elikan, Elkanah, the son of Joel, the son of Zirah, the son of Zephon, the son of Tehath, the son of Esir, the son of Elisbath, the son of Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and the son of Israel. Oh my God. Heman's associate Esphah took his right hand. Esphah was the son of Berechiah, the son of Shema, the son of Micah, the son of Beshiah, the son of Melijah, the son of Etini, the son of Zerah, the son of Hodiah, the son of Ethan, the son of Zeman, the son of Shimi, the son of Jahath, the son of Gershon, the son of Levi. Of the sons of Mary, the associates who stood at the left hand with Ethan, the son of Kishi, the son of Abdi, the son of Moloch, the son of Hashabah, the son of Amazi, the son of Hakel, the son of Amazi, the son of Bani, the son of Shamir, the son of Mali, the son of Mushi, the son of Mary, the son of Levi. The rest of the Levites were assigned to all the work in the place of worship, the house of God. Aaron and his sons offered the sacrifice of the altar of the burnt offerings and the altar of incense. They were in charge of all the work surrounding the Holy of Holies. They made atonement for Israel, following the instructions commanded by Moses, servant of God. These are the sons of Aaron: Eleazar, son of Phinehas, his son; Abishua, his son; Abuki, his son; Uzi, his son; Zahira, his son; Marioth, his son; Amira, his son; Atub, his son; Zadok, his son; and Amir, his son. And these are the places where the priestly families were assigned to live. Their first assignment went by lot of the sons of Aaron and the Kohathite family. They were given Hebron in the land of Judah and all the neighboring pastures. Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, got the fields and villages around the city. The family of Aaron was also given the cities of refuge with pastures, including Hebron, Libnah, Jator, Eshtemoa, Hilen, Debir, Ashen, and Beth Shemesh. They were also given Geba from the tribe of Benjamin, Elameth, and Anath, all with pastures included. In all, 13 cities were distributed among the Kohathite families. The rest of the Kohathites were given another 10 cities distributed by lot from the half tribe of Manasseh. The sons of Gershon were given family by family 13 cities in the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, Manasseh, and in Bashan. The sons of Mary, family by family, were assigned by 12 cities 12 cities from the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. The sons of Israel gave the Levites both the cities and the pasture. They also distributed by the lot to the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin. Some of the Kohathite families were given their cities. From the tribe of Ephraim, the cities of refuge: Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer, Jecomim, Beth Heron, Aijalon, and Gath Rimmon, all with their pastures. The rest of the sons of Kohath were given Aner and Balim with the pastures from the half tribe of Manasseh. The sons of Gershon were given family by family from the half tribe of Manasseh, Golan and Bashan and Ashtaroth. From the tribe of Issachar, Kadesh, Debarath, Romon, and Anem. From the tribe of Asher, Mashal, Abnon, Hukok, and Rehob. From the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh and Galilee, Hammon, and Kirithim. The rest of the sons of Mary got Rimano the Tabor from the tribe of Zebulun, Bezer in the desert, Jahaz, Kedmoth, and Mephath from the the tribe of Reuben to the east of the Jordan, and Ramoth and Gilead. Miriam, Heshbon, and Jazer in the tribe of Gad. Pastures were included in all these towns. You know, I can honestly see why I didn't make it past May or June of last year. That's a lot. Sorry. I'm not complaining. It's just, you're never going to remember any of those names, honestly. And I realize they're important, but are they? Are they really? This section highlights God's faithfulness to his people and the importance of spiritual leadership. The tribes east of the Jordan experienced victory when they trusted God, but later went into captivity because they turned away from him. The focus shifts to the Levites, the priestly tribe, showing how God established worship and ministry among his people. The lesson is simple. Victories come through dependence on God, but compromise leads to consequences. God also values order, worship, and faithful service. The takeaway: faithfulness to God brings strength, abandoning him brings loss. I could have just read the breakdown and been totally okay with that, because I didn't get any of that in what I just read. Acts 26, 1 through 32. Now we're getting into some stories. Agrippa spoke directly to Paul. Go ahead, tell us about yourself. Paul took the stand and told his story. I can't think of anyone, King Agrippa, before whom I'd rather be answering all these Jewish accusations than you, knowing how well you are acquainted with the Jewish ways and all your family quarrels. From the time of my youth, my life has been living among my own people in Jerusalem. Practically every Jew in town who watched me grow up, and if they were willing to stick their necks out, they'd tell you in person, knows that I lived as a strict Pharisee, the most demanding branch of our religion. It's because I believe it and took it seriously, committed myself heart and soul to what God promised my ancestors, the identical hope, mind you, that the 12 tribes have lived for night and day all the centuries. It's because I have held onto the tested and tried hope that I'm being called on the carpet by the Jews. They should be the ones standing trial here, not me. For the life of me, I can't see why it's criminal offense to believe that God raised the dead. I admit that I didn't always hold to my position. For a time, I thought it was my deputy to oppose this Jesus of Nazareth with all my might, backed with the full authority of the high priest. I threw these believers, I had no idea they were God's people, into Jerusalem, jail right and left. And whenever it came to a vote, I voted for their execution. I stormed through their meeting places by bullying them into cursing Jesus. One man terror obsessed with obliterating these people. And then I started on the towns outside Jerusalem. One day on my way to Damascus, armed as always with papers from the high priest authorizing my action, right in the middle of the day, a blaze of light out of the shining of the sun, poured out of the sky on me and my companions. O King, it was so bright. We fell flat on our faces. Then I heard a voice in Hebrew, Saul, Saul, why are you out to get me? Why do you insist on going against the grain? I said, who are you, Master? The voice answered, I am Jesus, the one you're hunting down like an animal. But now up on your feet, I have a job for you. I have handpicked you to be a servant and witness to what's happening today and what I'm going to show you. I'm sending you off to open the eyes of the outsiders so they can see the difference between dark and light and choose light. See the difference between Satan and God and choose God. I'm sending you off to present my offer of sins forgiven and a place in the family, inviting them into the company of those who begin real living by believing in me. What could I do, King Agrippa? I couldn't just walk away from a vision like that. I became an obedient believer on the spot. I started preaching this life change, this radical turn to God, and everything it meant in everyday life. Right there in Damascus, went on to Jerusalem and then surrounding countryside, and from there to the whole world. Well, hang on. Can't seem to get my phone to charge. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. What could I do, King Agrippa? I couldn't just walk away from a vision like that because I became an obedient believer on the spot. I started preaching this life change, this radical turn to God and everything it meant in everyday life, right there in Damascus. Went on to Jerusalem and then the surrounding countryside, and from there, the whole world. It's because of this whole world dimension that the Jews grabbed me in the temple in the day and tried to kill me. They want to keep God for themselves, but God has stood by me, just as He promised. And I'm standing here saying what I've been saying to anyone, whether king or child, who will listen, and everything I'm saying is completely in line with the prophets and Moses said would happen. One, the Messiah must die. Two, raised from the dead, he would be the first rays of God's daylight shining on people far and near, people both godless and God fearing. That was too much for Festus. He interrupted with a shout, Paul, you're crazy. You've read too many books, spent too much time staring off into space. Get a grip on yourself, get back in the real world. Paul stood his ground. With all respect, Festus, your honor, I'm not crazy. I'm both accurate and sane in what I'm saying. The king knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure that nothing of what I've said sounds crazy to him. He's known all about it for a long time. You must realize this was done behind the scenes. You believe the prophets, don't you, King Agrippa? Don't answer that. I know you believe. But Agrippa did answer. Keep this up much longer and you'll make a Christian out of me. Paul, still in chains, said, That's what I'm praying for, whether now or later, and not only you, but everyone listening today to become like me, except, of course, from this prison jewelry. The king and the governor, along with Bernice and the other advisors, got up and went into the next room to talk over what they've heard. They quickly agreed on Paul's innocence, saying, There's nothing in this man deserving prison, let alone death. Agrippa told Festus he could be set free now if he hadn't requested the hearing before Caesar. The breakdown of Acts 26, 1 through 32, Paul stands before King Herod Agrippa II, boldly shares his testimony. Instead of merely defending himself, Paul explains how he encountered Jesus on the road to Damascus and how the encounter completely changed his life. He isn't ashamed of the gospel, and while on trial, Agrippa is deeply challenged by Paul's words and famously says, You almost persuade me to be a Christian. The takeaway, your testimony is one of the most powerful tools God can use. Never underestimate the impact of sharing what Jesus has done in your life. Psalm 6, 1 through 10. Please, God, no more yelling, no more trips to the woodshed. Treat me nice for a change. I'm so starved for affection. Can't you see I'm black and blue, beaten up badly in bones and soul? God, how long will it take for you to let go? Break in, God, and break up this fight. If you love me at all, get me out of here. I'm no good to you dead, am I? I can't sing in your choir if I'm buried in some tomb. I'm tired of all this, so tired. My bed, he has been floating 40 days and nights on the flood of my tears. My mattress is soaked, soggy with tears. The sockets of my eyes are black holes. Nearly blind, I squint and grope. Get out of here, the devil's crew. At last, God has heard my sobs. My requests have all been granted. My prayers are answered. Cowards, my enemies disappear. Disgraced, they turn tail and run. Breakdown of Psalms 6, 1 through 10. This is a Psalms of repentance and desperation written by David. David is overwhelmed with sorrow, weakness, and distress. But instead of running from God, he runs to God. He cries out for mercy, healing, and deliverance. By the end of the psalm, his confidence returns because he knows God has heard his prayer. The takeaway, it's okay to bring your pain, fear, and struggles to God. Prayer can transform despite your confidence. Oh, but instead of running from God, he runs to God. I think we need to run to God. I think I need to run to God more. Proverbs 18, 20, and 21. Words satisfy the mind as much as fruit does the stomach. Good talk is as gratifying as a good harvest. Words kill, words give life. They're either poison or fruit. You choose. That's a great statement. Break down Proverbs 18, 20, 21. This verse teaches that our words have tremendous power. What comes out of your mouth eventually produces fruit in your lives and in the lives of others. Verse 21 famously says, Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Words can build up and tear down, encourage or discourage, heal or wound. The takeaway, speak life. Your words shape relationships, influence outcomes, and reveal what is in your heart. Got the hiccups. Oh, guys, I greatly appreciate you. If no one told you today, I love you and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining in. I will see you tomorrow. It will be July the 9th. Chronicles got me all messed up. I love you. I love you. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a good night.